So let's now get the same galvanometer in this way. We'll not repeat the bad part, but we'll make it in this direction. Okay? Don't worry, it will not fall. It's in a machine, and the machine is standing like this, the ECG machine. All right, and we connect it to the patient. And imagine now that you are in the AVF. Okay? This galvanometer is measuring the AVF. And imagine that the pointer here has ink. Whenever, and there is a paper inside this machine. The ink is touching the paper, okay? And now we acquire the electrical activity of AVF. Once you press on the button, a paper will come out of this ECG machine. So when the paper is coming out, no electrical activity is there. So paper is coming out, ink is still in the center, no depolarization, repolarization. What will happen? Straight line. So if you're putting the ink like this, the pointer will remain in the same position, and the paper is coming out, and there is ink here. Yeah, straight line. Okay. Then electrical activity will go from the SA node to the atria. So how is the atria? By the way, in the heart, anatomically we have right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. But in the electrically, right and left atria is one chamber. So the electrical activity in the atria, it is just as if there is no difference, no differentiation between right and left. So the right and left atria, what do you think? They are very thick or thin? Thin. So, and the electrical activity, imagine now you're in AVF. So the electrical activity moves from the SA node towards the AV node, towards the apex, in the direction of the apex in the ventricle. So it moves towards the AVF. So if it is moving towards AVF, positive, towards the positive, yeah, depolarization. So you get negative or positive deflection?
Positive.
Positive. Positive towards positive is positive. So the deflection will be in this way. It will be positive. So the pointer will start moving up. So when it's moving up, the thickness is thin or thick? Thin. So when it moves up, it will not do like this. It will not shoot up high. It will start moving up like this slowly because the voltage is not that much. So it becomes like this. Then, after the atria is depolarized, where will the conduction go? AV node. AV node, there is electrical activity or not? There is AV delay. So in this AV delay, pointer is in the isoelectric line. So straight line, center. Okay, then electrical activity will be conducted downwards to the His bundle, right and left bundle branches, to the Purkinje fibers. Ventricles will be depolarized. You get, and the ventricle is thin or thick muscle, so high voltage. So you get nicely positive deflection, and the conduction system in the ventricle is very fast, and almost the two ventricles are conducting at the same time. So you get this narrow complex. All right. What is left?
T.
The T wave. So the T wave is repolarization. So again, the depolarization is positive towards the positive, AVF. Repolarization, it will be negative towards the positive. So you get positive deflection or negative deflection? Negative deflection. So you get negative T wave. This is the normal? No. The normal in AVF and in all the leads, except V1 and AVR, that the T wave is positive. So how comes this becomes negative? Actually, if you imagine that this is the ventricle. Okay, and the depolarization came in this way, and now the repolarization, it should be in the same way also. But because the ventricle now is too much in the systole, like the what we call the cells are compressed. This part is compressed inside by the high pressure of the blood and the muscle thickness of the outer side of my myocardium. So this part will become little ischemic, little. So the repolarization actually doesn't start from here; it starts from here. So instead of here, it becomes all is positive, positive, positive. And instead of negativity to progress in this way, negative towards AVF, no, the negative, this part of the ventricle will recover fast before this part. So this will become negative, negative, and this is still positive. So it is actually the positivity is going in the other way. I mean, the negativity is going towards the negative. Because AVF, you have negative here and positive here. Okay, so the negative is not going in this direction, negative is going in this direction. So negative towards negative is positive. And you get a positive T wave. This is the normal conduction. Okay? This is the first part, little complex, but then it will become, don't worry, and it will become more complex. But we'll try to simplify.